How to make any woman miss you badly even if she's not interested. Modern Stoic. Love is not about possession. Love is about appreciation. Osho, in the realm of romantic relationships. Winning someone's attention is never straightforward, especially when a woman has lost interest. Trying to force yourself into her thoughts can feel impossible. Sending endless messages or showing excessive interest in the wrong ways only creates pressure, pushing her further away instead of drawing her closer. But there's a strategy that can make you unforgettable, without the need to chase, beg, or compromise your dignity. This article reveals how to create a healthy distance that sparks her curiosity and makes her long for your presence, all while maintaining attraction and preserving your self-respect. 1. Why she doesn't miss you. When a woman starts to lose interest, it often comes down to one crucial thing: your attention has become too accessible, too common. She doesn't miss you because she no longer feels the value of your presence. You're always around, readily available at the drop of a hat, and over time, that becomes a problem. Think about it: when something is always in abundance, its worth starts to fade. In today's world of instant communication and social media, she's likely receiving attention from countless other sources, whether it's from likes, comments, or messages flooding her feed. You're just another piece of the digital noise in her life, and unless you stand out, you're bound to be overlooked. You must understand this simple truth: attention loses its power when it's offered too freely. It's not about proving your worth through constant acts of service or showering her with compliments. Instead, embrace the blessing of Stoicism. Take a step back, give her space, and let the absence of your presence do the work. Women crave a sense of mystery, and curiosity is what reignites that spark. When you're no longer the constant in her life, when you pull away and allow her to feel the void of your absence, something shifts. She'll begin to notice what's missing, and that's when her interest is reignited. It's all about creating that sense of scarcity, the thing that piques her curiosity and makes her wonder about you again. The old Stoic wisdom teaches us that less is often more. By withdrawing and not being constantly available, you allow her to truly appreciate your presence. Stoicism isn't about being cold or distant, but about maintaining a sense of personal value that doesn't rely on constant validation. The modern Stoic approach is not about playing games or acting aloof for the sake of it, but about embodying a sense of self-worth that doesn't need constant reinforcement. You must be confident enough in who you are to not chase her attention endlessly. Instead, become someone who commands respect and admiration by simply living your life with purpose and independence. The moment you pull back, she'll start to miss the energy you once brought, and that's when the dynamic starts to shift in your favor. So take a page from Stoic philosophy: be present when it matters, and give her the space to feel your absence. It's a game of balance, one that will ultimately make you far more attractive than any constant attention ever could. 2. Strategy to make her miss you. If you want to make a woman start missing you, the first thing you need to understand is that less is more. You have to disappear from her life. But let's make one thing clear. This isn't about being cold or distant in a way that feels hostile. Instead, it's about creating space that allows her to miss you. The key to making her miss you isn't about withdrawal in a dramatic or manipulative way. It's about becoming elusive in the right ways. Don't make the mistake of constantly texting her, being overly eager, or seeming like you're always on standby for when she wants attention. It's simple: stop showing her that you're always available. If you're always liking her posts, watching her stories, or commenting on everything she shares, You're just telling her that you're too accessible, and you won't have the effect you desire. Women appreciate mystery and the allure of something not immediately obtainable. What you're really doing here is applying the concept of a pattern interrupt. Think about it, our brains naturally try to make sense of patterns and fill in gaps. When something unexpected happens, like you suddenly stop showing up in her social media feed or real-world presence, her mind will get curious. She'll wonder, where did he go? What's he up to? You've broken the pattern, and this opens the door to a shift in her thoughts. However, and this is crucial, your absence must never be perceived as empty. If you're vanishing into thin air with nothing to offer, she won't even notice. The key is to fill the void with purpose. Build a rich, engaging life outside of her. Prioritize time with friends. Immerse yourself in hobbies. Hit the gym, plan travels, and share your experiences. The more you show her that you have a full, exciting life without needing her in it, the more she'll start to see you as someone independent, someone who doesn't need her validation. This is the blessing of Stoicism at work. By focusing on your own life, your self-sufficiency shines through, and that, my friend, is an irresistible trait. As your life moves forward and she sees that you're thriving without her, the curiosity will begin to form. She'll start wondering what you're doing, who you're meeting, and why you're not seeking her out. In the back of her mind, the question will arise, does he miss me? Does he even think about me? Does he even remember? This is about creating a subtle but noticeable shift. Women are drawn to confidence and a sense of inner strength. When you practice the Stoic lessons of self-control, emotional independence, and resilience, you start embodying a quiet, unwavering sense of value. You're not desperate for her attention, and that's magnetic. It's the very essence of a Stoic life, focused on growth, discipline, and maintaining your own personal power. So here's the deal. Be present, but not overbearing. Don't fall into the trap of trying to get her attention at all costs. By taking a step back, you make her see the value in your presence when you choose to offer it. Let her feel the pull of your absence. But don't stop there. Make sure your absence speaks volumes. When she sees that you're out there living your life with purpose, that's when she'll begin to realize what she's missing. She'll start asking herself questions, and most importantly, she'll wonder if she's truly important enough for you to make space in your rich, fulfilling life. You must remember, the key isn't to play games. It's to embody the calm, controlled confidence that comes from living a life led by Stoic principles. Practice the Stoic lessons of self-reliance, inner strength, and emotional control. You don't need to chase validation from anyone. That is the true power that makes her miss you, the power that comes from knowing your worth and not seeking constant affirmation. In the end, creating space for her to miss you isn't about being cold or distant. It's about giving her a taste of your value while staying grounded in your own life. The blessing of Stoicism lies in not needing anyone, while still being someone who's worth missing. And believe me, that's the type of man women find irresistible. 3. Create attraction through independence and self-sufficiency. In today's fast-paced world, true attraction is rooted in something far deeper than mere physical looks. It lies in the raw, unshakable power of independence and self-sufficiency. This is where the Stoic mindset becomes your ultimate ally. The Stoic principles teach us to depend on nothing outside of ourselves for happiness or validation. When you embody this, you become the man who stands unflinching in his own power. A man who cannot be swayed by external forces, especially the whims of a woman. You must never allow your emotions to hinge on her attention, approval, or affection. When you can stand alone, content and fulfilled, You send a message that you are a complete, whole individual, something that most women find irresistible. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." A man who masters his mind and who derives his value from his internal strength becomes someone who commands respect, admiration, and desire. Independence doesn't mean neglecting relationships or being distant. It means having the ability to stand strong no matter the circumstances. It means knowing that you don't need anyone to complete you. You are already whole. And here's the most critical truth: women are naturally drawn to the kind of man who lives by this mindset. A man who is self-sufficient, who isn't constantly chasing validation, radiates confidence and control. He doesn't rely on others to define his worth. And this magnetic quality makes him incredibly attractive. You must cultivate your own life, find your own passions, and be the architect of your own happiness. The Stoic principles demand that you act from a place of inner strength, not insecurity. Don't wait for someone else to make you happy. This power is already within you. Live your life with purpose. Cultivate a rich existence that stands apart from the need for anyone else. Let your independence be the foundation upon which your attraction grows. This is what makes a woman miss you. This is what makes her desire you. This is what makes her chase you. You don't need her to feel complete. She needs you because of your independence. This is the essence of true masculine strength. So don't just aim to be a man who waits for attention, be the man who commands it. Don't let dependency make you weak. Let your independence make you powerful. And let that power be what attracts and holds her interest. This is the key, the secret that makes 99% of women drawn to you. Build your life with the unshakable mindset of a Stoic and watch your attractiveness soar. If you find this valuable, comment below and share it with someone who could benefit. Don't forget to subscribe for more wisdom. Comment to remember I am an independent, high-value man. 4. Build a deep emotional connection. If you want to truly capture her attention, there's one thing you must focus on: building a deep emotional connection. Forget the superficial stuff. Real, lasting attraction comes from the ability to connect on a profound level. This isn't just about friendship. This is the secret ingredient in romantic relationships that sets you apart. Emotional connections don't just happen overnight, but when they do, they create a bond so strong that she'll miss you when you're not around. So, here's the deal: you must engage in deep, meaningful conversations. These are not your everyday, "How was your day?" or "What's up?" exchanges. No, these talks dive into the heart of who you are and who she is. Share your thoughts, your perspectives, and your life goals. Don't hold back. You're not just talking to pass the time, you're building an emotional bridge between the two of you. And here's the kicker: when you truly engage with her on a deeper level, you're showing her that you understand her at a level beyond what most people can. You're offering a mirror to her thoughts, helping her view the world through a new, more expansive lens. That's where the magic happens. Attraction doesn't come from shallow flirtations or trying to impress with grand gestures. It comes from your ability to empathize with her, to be the guy who can listen and truly understand her feelings, her dreams, her struggles. When you're the one who can broaden her perspective, you're not just connecting with her emotionally, you're creating a space where she feels safe, understood, and truly seen. And that, my friend, is what sparks real attraction. Now, here's the thing. This isn't about being an emotional wreck or constantly needing reassurance. No, it's about being grounded. And that's where the blessing of Stoicism comes into play. Modern Stoic philosophy teaches you the importance of emotional control and self-awareness. It's not about suppressing your emotions, it's about knowing how to express them in a balanced way. A Stoic knows how to stay calm in the face of adversity, to navigate the ups and downs of life with grace. This mindset, the old Stoic wisdom, isn't just for handling the hard times. It's also about being emotionally available in a way that doesn't feel needy. When you are calm, composed, and thoughtful, you offer her something very rare: stability. In a world full of noise, this quiet strength stands out, and it draws her in. By embodying Stoicism, you're not only showing her that you're a man who has control over his emotions, but you're also becoming someone who knows how to handle deep emotional connections without losing himself. So, don't just rely on your charm or looks. The real key is in your ability to connect on a deep, emotional level, to be a man who offers a rare combination of emotional depth and Stoic strength. That's the ultimate attraction. 5. Patience in the relationship. When it comes to relationships, men often feel the pressure to speed things up, to make a move, close the deal, or create a picture-perfect romance. But here's the hard truth: sometimes the best thing you can do is nothing at all. Patience. The kind that lets things unfold at their own pace. Patience isn't just a virtue, it's a strategic advantage. And when you master it, you'll see how it can completely transform your relationships, especially with women. Don't get me wrong, there's a fine line between patience and complacency. But here's where the blessing of Stoicism comes into play. Stoic teachings emphasize the importance of control over our impulses, control over our expectations, and control over our timing. In a world that demands instant gratification, patience is one of the most powerful things you can offer. It signals strength and confidence. It shows that you're not desperate and that you trust the process. Think about it: when you rush, you risk overwhelming her. Women, just like men, need space to breathe, to process, and to make their own decisions. Rushing things doesn't allow for this. Instead, it turns what should be a natural progression into a forced march. No one likes to feel rushed. And when you give her the time to reflect on you without pressure, she'll start to realize something remarkable. You're not just any guy. You're the one who respects her. You're the one who sees her as a person, not a prize to be won. Patience means respecting her time and space. You must understand this: your patience is not just about waiting. It's about showing respect. It's about saying, "I'm here, I'm interested, but I'm not in a hurry." This is where the Stoic lessons come in. Patience is the opposite of impatience, which often stems from fear. Fear of losing her, fear of being alone, or fear of the unknown. But a Stoic man knows this fear has no place in a meaningful relationship. By giving her the time she needs to think about you naturally, without trying to manipulate or rush the process, you communicate something far more powerful than impatience. You communicate stability and emotional maturity. Imagine this: you've been out with her a few times. You're enjoying each other's company, and everything is going well. But now, it's time for patience. Don't text her constantly or overthink every word she says. You must give her the space to come to her own conclusions. Let her miss you. Let her appreciate you. Let her take the time to get to know you in her own way and on her own timeline. This doesn't mean playing games, but it does mean showing enough self-control and confidence to know that she'll come to realize your worth in due time. The gift of time. Steady growth over quick fixes. A relationship that grows slowly and steadily is far more likely to stand the test of time. Rushing things may lead to quick excitement, but it's the slow burn that creates deep, lasting connections. Be patient. Do not force chemistry to happen before it's ready. Be like the Stoic, steadfast, resilient, and thoughtful in every step of the relationship. You must embrace the Stoic life that teaches you to look at every moment as an opportunity for growth, both for yourself and for your connection with her. You're not in a race, and neither is she. Allow the relationship to breathe, to develop naturally, and trust that it will move forward at the right pace. There is no need to push, and there is no need to rush. When you can step back and let things evolve on their own, you're telling her that you respect not just her, but the integrity of the relationship itself. The power of patience, an irresistible force. Patience isn't just a strategy, it's a magnet. It attracts the right kind of attention. Women love a man who knows how to take his time, a man who's not in a rush to close the deal, but who instead takes the time to build a genuine connection. You see, patience isn't just about waiting. It's about creating space for the right things to happen naturally. That's the real secret here. By being patient, you don't just avoid the pitfalls of rushing. You create the conditions where both of you can truly grow, emotionally and intellectually, at your own pace. And when you do this, the relationship becomes something that doesn't feel forced, but organic. That's how you turn attraction into something real and lasting. Conclusion: master the art of patience. If you take anything away from this, let it be this: patience is not a sign of weakness or indecision. It is a sign of strength, maturity, and respect. By incorporating the blessing of Stoicism into your relationships, you'll realize how powerful patience can be. Don't rush. Let things unfold. Trust the process. You must be steady, calm, and in control of yourself. That is the foundation of a healthy, lasting relationship. Now, go ahead, be patient, and watch how the dynamic shifts. And if you find today's content very interesting, please give me a word of encouragement by commenting "very interesting" in the comments section. That is a huge motivation for us. Thank you. 6. Show interest without overdoing it. In life, you must master the art of showing genuine interest in someone without overdoing it. It's not about the grand gestures, it's about understanding the power of subtlety. This is where Stoic principles come into play. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is within our control, our actions, our responses, and the energy we project. When you're in the presence of someone you're attracted to, you must not force your interest upon her. Let it arise naturally, as a sign of your true care. You must show her that you value her, but in a way that doesn't overwhelm or pressure her. A simple, well-timed message, a small but meaningful gesture, a subtle look that speaks volumes without uttering a word. These are the ways you cultivate attraction, not by appearing desperate, but by being secure in yourself, embracing the strength of Stoic discipline. As the famous Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." It's the same with showing interest. The more you want her attention, the less you'll get it. But when you show it sparingly, carefully, and confidently, it will be more valuable than you could ever imagine. In modern life, this is crucial. Many men try too hard to impress, to win favor, to show their worth, but all they end up doing is suffocating attraction. You must let your presence speak louder than your words. For actions are louder than words is not just an old saying. It's a universal truth that never goes out of style. Show interest in a way that doesn't demand reciprocation. Don't look for validation in her response. Instead, focus on the connection itself and let the interaction flow naturally. Let her feel that you are a man who is sure of himself, who knows what he wants but doesn't need to chase it down. That's the modern Stoic approach. You must develop the ability to not overstep, to stay in control of your desires and to let her come to you in her own time. Remember, being a Stoic is not about suppressing your emotions, it's about understanding them and acting with purpose. When you show interest, do it with intention, but do not make it your whole existence. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Therefore, keep your thoughts sharp, your emotions in check, and your actions deliberate. You must learn to express care and interest in a calm, composed, and patient manner. By doing so, you're not only attracting her, you're mastering yourself, and that is the ultimate victory. Don't chase approval. Let her feel your calm, your confidence, your control. This is the essence of the Stoic mindset in action. 7. Create unique shared experiences. If you truly want to make her miss you, there's a secret that few ever speak of. Creating unique shared experiences that she can never forget. You must learn to craft moments that leave an indelible mark on her heart. Memories so vivid and meaningful that they haunt her in the most beautiful way. Picture this: a spontaneous trip that catches her off guard, a deep conversation that touches her soul, or even those small, seemingly insignificant moments that are actually the most profound. These shared experiences don't need to be extravagant. They simply need to be memorable. When you share something real and rare, it becomes a treasure, a constant reminder of you whenever she recalls that moment. This is the power of connection, the kind that goes beyond ordinary dates or fleeting interactions. These experiences tap into the emotional core, building a bond that doesn't fade away with time. The Blessing of Stoicism teaches us to value quality over quantity in life. The Stoic approach isn't about grand gestures or extravagant acts. It's about making the small, everyday moments special, purposeful, and significant. The old Stoic knew that presence, not perfection, creates lasting value. By being present in the moment, fully engaged and committed, you create a reality that she can hold on to, a reality where you're unforgettable. The moments you create together should be unique, something that no one else can replicate. This is where Stoicism shines. A modern Stoic knows the art of deep focus, of turning ordinary events into extraordinary memories. Don't get caught up in thinking that bigger is always better. It's the quality and sincerity of your actions that will truly leave her thinking about you long after the experience is over. The trick is in weaving moments of real connection into the fabric of her life, so that every time she recalls them, she is reminded of you, not just as someone she's been with, but as someone who made her feel something rare and profound. These shared experiences can become her silent wish, a longing for those moments you've created together, cementing your place in her heart. The beauty of these experiences is that they stay with her, creating a quiet pull towards you. It's not about being flashy or making her feel overwhelmed. Instead, it's about making her feel that there's something truly special about the bond you've shared, something that's impossible to forget. Through this approach, you're not just part of her memories, you become a part of her. That's the power of a modern Stoic's touch: simplicity that creates depth, presence that forges connection. So, don't be afraid to create those unique moments. You must know that in doing so, you're crafting a legacy of experiences that will linger in her mind, making her miss you even when you're not around. If you want to leave a lasting impression and make her miss you, start creating unforgettable moments together. The power of shared experiences can't be underestimated. When you make her think of you every time she recalls those special times, she'll miss you deeply. Comment below, I'm ready to create unforgettable moments. 8. Don't let the relationship become boring. Don't let your relationship turn into the dreaded routine. It's a kiss of death for connection. Why? Because nothing kills attraction faster than monotony. Picture this. You're both stuck in the same groove, doing the same things every day. No surprises, no spontaneity, no sparks. It's like hitting the snooze button on your connection. That's not what she wants. To keep her thinking about you, keep her on her toes. An interesting man is the one who knows how to keep life vibrant, fresh, and full of surprises. Be the guy who brings excitement to the table. You can't just sit back and expect her to stay captivated by the same old routine. You must make the effort to be the man who keeps things alive, who makes every moment count. Don't let her feel like she already knows everything about you. Relationships need growth, change, and discovery. So if you're caught in a pattern that's turning dull, it's time to shake things up. Keep conversations lively, challenge each other intellectually, and push beyond the familiar. Share stories from your past, stories she's never heard. Tell her about those experiences that shaped you, that made you the man you are today. When you do that, she'll see you in a new light. That's the blessing of Stoicism, being present, aware, and constantly evolving. A Stoic life teaches us not to cling to what we've always known, but to embrace what is new and unknown. This idea doesn't just apply to how you live your own life. It's also a powerful way to build your relationship. Don't just sit still in the comfortable zone of routine. Embrace change, challenge yourself, and in turn, challenge the relationship to evolve. Remember, discover new things together. Go to new places, try new activities, explore uncharted territory. Show her that your life isn't stagnant, that you're always learning, always growing. Women are attracted to the mystery of a man who has layers, a man who's constantly learning new things. The more you share these discoveries with her, the more she'll be intrigued by you. And that's what keeps the connection alive. Newness, novelty, the thrill of what's next. Your conversation should never feel like a stale replay of what's been said before. You must be bold enough to introduce different ideas, fresh perspectives, and sometimes even quirky thoughts. Instead of just talking about work, weather, or plans for the weekend, ask her what inspires her, what she's passionate about, or what's the craziest dream she's ever had. Be the guy who makes her think deeply, laugh, and wonder. You've got to be the man who finds joy in the journey, not just the destination. You must be willing to step outside your comfort zone, try new things, and make memories. Stoic lessons remind us that life isn't about keeping everything static. It's about constant progression. Life is a dance, and if you're stuck in a boring rhythm, it's time to change the song. Don't just go through the motions, take the lead. The secret here isn't just being spontaneous for the sake of it. It's about creating a life that has depth, variety, and richness. You must be the one to bring that variety, to make your relationship as dynamic and full of potential as possible. Whether it's a spontaneous trip, a late-night conversation about a book you're reading, or discovering a hidden gem in your city, make every moment feel like an adventure. That's the essence of the Stoic life, living fully in each moment, appreciating the beauty of the present, and creating a future that's anything but predictable. So, don't let the relationship become dull. Be the one who fills it with excitement, mystery, and growth. Keep her wondering, keep her engaged, and keep her thinking about you long after you've left her side. To keep her hooked, you must be the man who's always evolving, always discovering, always pushing the boundaries of what's possible. That's the key. Never stop learning, never stop growing, and most importantly, never stop keeping things exciting. The blessing of Stoicism is in learning how to make life more meaningful, not just for you, but for those around you as well. When you embrace this mindset, you'll have a relationship that's anything but boring. 9. Always maintain confidence. Confidence is the cornerstone of attraction. You must exude it, live it, breathe it. A Stoic man understands that confidence is not about boasting or drawing attention to yourself. It's about mastering your internal state, regardless of the external circumstances. It's the calm in the storm. A confident man doesn't need to say a word. His presence speaks volumes. He moves through life with quiet assurance, handling every situation with dignity and composure. His actions demonstrate strength without the need for display. He commands respect without demanding it. The modern Stoic knows that true confidence comes from within, as the Stoic principles dictate. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Epictetus. It's the same with confidence. It's not about projecting false bravado, but about mastering your emotions and reactions in all situations. In a world where so many are caught up in chasing approval, a Stoic man stands firm in his own worth, unaffected by fleeting opinions. This unshakable self-assurance makes him magnetic to those around him. Women notice it. They are drawn to it. Confidence signals that you are in control, that you don't need external validation to affirm your worth. You stand tall, not because you want to be seen, but because you know exactly who you are and what you bring to the table. This is the essence of Stoic power, an inner strength that needs no outward expression. It's a quiet strength that speaks louder than any words could. And it's this inner mastery that modern women are most attracted to. Women want a man who doesn't crumble under pressure, who doesn't get rattled by minor inconveniences or challenges. They want a man who is grounded, secure, and unafraid to face whatever comes his way. The modern Stoic lives this every day. He doesn't boast or make empty promises, but when he speaks, it is with the weight of confidence behind every word. He embodies calm assurance. The Stoic principles teach us that the best revenge is not to be like your enemy Marcus Aurelius. And this is exactly how confidence works in modern life. You don't need to compete with others or assert your superiority. Simply be the best version of yourself, grounded in your own worth, and others will naturally gravitate toward you. This isn't just some abstract philosophy. It's a practical way to live. By practicing Stoicism, you become a man who is steady, unwavering, and dependable. Confidence is not an act. It's a way of being. It's a mindset you carry with you every day. Women are naturally drawn to men who have this presence, who show they can handle life's challenges with ease. You must understand this confidence is not about pretending to be perfect. It's about accepting yourself, flaws and all, and knowing you are enough. As long as you maintain that inner certainty, your confidence will radiate outward. It's about recognizing that your value is intrinsic, not based on external praise or validation. This is what makes you truly attractive. The Stoic man knows this, and his confidence is the result of mastering his mind and emotions. He is steady, composed, and ready for anything. And that, my friend, is the key to attracting not just any woman, but the right one. Confidence is not a choice. It is a way of life. Embrace it, embody it, and make it your own. And remember, as the Stoic principles emphasize, man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems. Epictetus. So stop overthinking. Trust yourself. Stand tall. Be the Stoic man who commands attention simply by being himself. This is the key to making women see you for who you truly are: strong, capable, and worthy of admiration. Alright, that's it for today's video. Folks, I hope you found these insights valuable. Remember, creating attraction isn't about playing mind games. It's about being the best version of yourself. When you step back, focus on your own growth, and live a fulfilling life, you'll naturally attract the right kind of attention. Here's the thing: you don't need to chase anyone or change who you are for someone else's approval. Keep developing yourself. Stay passionate about life, and let the connections you want unfold naturally. Take care, keep growing, and don't forget, whether she comes back or not, you're already winning by living fully. See you next time.